Hey everyone, factoring into this evening's update, we're doing snow watch this evening, looking at the chance of cold weather coming up through next week. I think it'll be more of the second half of next week and possibly into the first weekend of March, which is looking potentially quite wintry. Now, of course, we've been here a lot over this winter with these models predicting cold snaps of risk of snow, and somehow it's just never really come together. And of course, now we're nearly at the very end of the winter, the meteorological winter anyway. Of course, wintry weather can extend out into March and even into April as well. But statistical winter, it will be ending on Monday, on the last day of February. And things never really come together. So we do have to take this with a bit of a pinch of salt, what models are showing for next week. But there are some very interesting charts appearing right now in terms of the weather for the second half of next week into the first weekend of March. Of course, we'll be covering this in depth for the weekend broadcast tomorrow, but I thought I'd just give you a bit of a heads up about what the models are showing this evening. Before I get on with that though, just very quickly to mention the ads. So there's links to articles on all pages at Gazovitz. Have a browse widgets, click through the links if there's any articles that you're interested in, and thanks very much for doing that. So we're going to start off with the GFS model for Tuesday. I'm going to bring a band of rain through the country on Tuesday, so this isn't cold. I just want to, we've got to start somewhere, so I thought we'd start on Tuesday with a band of rain moving into the country off the Atlantic. As that clears, it introduces colder air. A colder push comes down from the northwest around this area of low pressure that's starting to move in towards the North Sea. So this could bring wintry showers in from the north and the west of the country. Then the pattern relaxes on Thursday, goes back more towards the west, with this area of low pressure starting to come in, bring another band of rain, possibly preceded by snow, into the north and west. And then this one dives down across the country as we go into Friday. So this is a chart for midday on Friday. Now, this is a week away. It's quite a long way off, but it's going on a northwest to southeast trajectory across the country. So here it is on Thursday to the northwest of Scotland. On Friday, it's across southeastern parts of England. This is turning the winds into the north and the northeast yet again. This ridge is building through the Atlantic. Another cold push is coming down from the north. And as we go through into the first weekend of March, this takes into Saturday the 5th, opening the door to these cold northeasterly winds. And they stay with us into Sunday, the 6th of March as well. Beyond that, the ridge builds back across the country temporarily, but then it's off again, back up north. So another cold shot pushes through into the second week of March. This is a real cold shot. It's out in extended range of the GFS. I shouldn't really be including this in the update, but this is a really cold shot pushing down here on Thursday the 10th of March, with this ridge very much building through the Atlantic and going up towards Greenland. That could be bringing some very cold air down right from the top of the North Pole. Now, the GEM, the Canadian model, is in agree with this. So that's the GFS, this is the GEM. And we find, again, on Tuesday, a band of rain coming across the country, relatively mild air. Then we go into that northwesterly, which could bring wintry showers, particularly to the north and the west. And then we get this area of low pressure sinking across the country on Thursday. Thursday is the critical day as this low pressure slinks down across the country, with the jet stream starting to track southwards as well. It opens the door to this northeast wind. This looks very cold actually for Friday the 4th of March. So a week today, we've got the low pressure here sitting in the North Sea, and the winds have really gone into the east and the northeast. Notice quite a lot of blocking here around Greenland and Iceland as well. This could definitely be driving in snow into the north and the east of the country in a week's time. And as we go through to Saturday the 5th and then on into Sunday the 6th, this cold northerly wind just continues, unlike the GFS, which sort of relaxes things a little bit later next weekend. We just keep this northerly wind going. This is probably a bit over the top. If it came off like this, it would be very cold. No doubt about that. This is probably a bit over the top. But there's definitely wintry potential appearing here for the end of next week and into the first weekend of March. Possibly beyond that into the second week of March as well. So this is the precipitation type forecast from the weatheroutlook.com, and this based on the GFS model. So this is how Tuesday is looking, with a lot of rain here across England and Wales, a very wet and windy start to the day. As we go through Tuesday, that clears away. It takes a long while to get away from the south, but it does clear away eventually. Then we start to bring in wintry showers into the north and the west. So we said Wednesday looks like a showery day, wintry showers in the north and west. And this is indicative of that, really. We've got risk of some snow for Scotland, a little bit for northern England, otherwise generally rain showers, not too much down in the south. But some wintry showers pushing down across England and Wales on Wednesday evening into Thursday. And then Thursday is when we've got this area of low pressure moving down across the country. So that's bringing rain across England and Wales on Thursday, with the risk of snow showers for Scotland and Northern Ireland. Remember, this low pressure is moving down to the southeast on Friday, so that's allowing this cold air to tuck in. So what we're seeing here at 6 o'clock in the morning on Friday is the risk of rain turning to snow, really, across England and Wales, with the risk of more snow showers for Scotland and Northern Ireland. And really a wintry mix there as we're going through the course of Friday. There is some bright echoes in there, so either heavy rain or heavy snow. It's on a knife edge, one of those knife edge scenarios again for England and Wales, but there is wintry potential there on Friday, with the risk of heavy rain or possibly heavy snow. This is 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, for example, and you see that the rain has turned to snow now across much of England and Wales, so there's a bit of a snow event actually taking place there, 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. But don't take that too definitively. The idea is just that as this low pressure moves down across the country from Thursday into Friday, it turns the winds into the north and northeast. There'll be quite a lot of heavy rain associated with it if it comes off, and it's on a knife edge between rain or snow or a mix of both, which of course is sleet. We go through the weekend and we keep wintry conditions really going across the country. Again, risk of rain, snow in many places through Saturday and into Sunday as well. And then things sort of relax as we go through to the start of the following week. So this is Monday the 7th of March. But to what we see as we go beyond that is that the cold weather comes back. Remember that big northerly shot then coming in. Beyond that into the 9th, 10th of March, suggestion of a lot of snow pushing down with those northerly winds. That's in the unreliable time frame of the model. It's in the low resolution time frame of the model, so although that looks very dramatic, it wouldn't be that clear cut. It'd be more sort of snow showers coming down from the north. But I think we have got some wintry potential here. If these charts come off as we're seeing, there's wintry potential for the north as early as Wednesday, but for the south probably Friday, week today, and then on into the first weekend of March. Of course, the first weekend of spring, and wouldn't you know, we're seeing wintry potential. So we don't have to watch this space. It's weekend forecast tomorrow. We'll be covering this in depth more tomorrow for weekend forecast. But definitely the risk of some wintry potential if the charts come off as they are being indicated to this evening for the second half of next week and into the first weekend of March. So watch this space. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.